Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another day with Dr. Roy. It's another wonderful day that God has given us, and we are rejoicing and we are glad in it. I have been talking, you see, the more I talk about contempt in a relationship and I talk about how familiarity breeds contempt, people start, I thank you for being very vigilant and also you listening very well, and people start asking questions. Now, it came to this point whereby some people asked me, but Doc, how do you know that this is contempt in a relationship? What are those signs that show you that there is contempt in the relationship? And how do I identify it? So I just told them, okay, it's fine. I think I should talk about it. I'll tell you exactly, but I think I should start talking about it so that you get to understand that this is a situation. Because you see, contempt is a strong negative emotion that can damage a relationship. Okay? And if you see here, sometimes when we start talking, we want to understand it very well. Some signs of contempt in a relationship, they are very simple. Number one, criticism. At one point in time, the person you fell in love with and you are in his or her life, you used to appreciate everything about that person. All of a sudden, you start criticizing that person. Now, the question is, you constantly criticizing this particular person to a point whereby you don't understand why you are even doing so. There is nothing good this person does that pleases you. There is nothing good this person does that makes you, especially you see, you criticize their shape, you criticize their characters, you criticize their efforts and everything they try to do. Sometimes they do the best they can to make sure you are pleased, but you keep criticizing them. Sometimes it's simply because your mind is no more there. So because you want to do it, you just do it to hurt them. It is wrong. Automatically, when you see that there has been a high level of criticism in the relationship by the other partner, that is one of it. The second thing you see, you start mocking this person, start rolling your eyes. You just put things in a way that you don't really understand. Once you start rolling your eyes, you see, sarcasm, all of this starts coming in from the other partner, mocking behavior. This can also indicate that there is contempt in the relationship towards the other partner. The third thing is disrespectful communication. Because when you start disrespecting your partner in your communication, somebody you used to address daddy, now because things are wrong, you start addressing him by his name. Somebody you used to address with a sweet pet name, now things are wrong, you start addressing her by her name, or even calling her in an audacious manner. Come here, sit down, talk to me. At one point, it's no more normal. It becomes very disrespectful, and at this, you start getting signs that things are not working. These are possible signs that there is contempt in this relationship, and you should be very careful when it has gone to this level. You start putting things in a way. There is also, I just talked about the way you present your situation, the way you talk. Now you start calling this name calling, insultive language, stupid man, 2 minutes man. You know, once you start doing all those things and start talking to the person in a way, at one point in time, it becomes very difficult for the person to tell you exactly how he or she feels. Because whenever you present a situation like that, the person automatically will definitely start going on a defense. Because when they go on a defense, they cannot talk again freely. They cannot express themselves. They cannot even put themselves in that position where they can tell you this is exactly how it is. So watch out for some of this sign. Then there is now this physical distancing. This is the situation, this is the position where it has gotten to, such that you turn and become too glued to your phone, too glued to one or two things. You don't more, you no longer give him time. You no longer give her time. You just do your things the way you please. You forget that you are even in a relationship. You start asking yourself, why should I do this? Why did I even get? You start regretting the purpose, the reason why you got into the relationship. Maybe the efforts, you've not acknowledged it. You've not even seen it. You've not even understood it. But yet, you start acting. You keep distancing yourself. You keep distancing yourself from your partner, whether be in the male side or the female side. It's because there is already contempt and it has gotten to a very high level. Now, put all these things in place and then come up with lack of appreciation. I may not be the best person. I may not be the best man. I have weaknesses, yes. But now, if you don't understand how to appreciate me as a person, me as a husband, me as a boyfriend, me as somebody who wants to be there for you, then it means that I am wasting my time with you. That automatically is a sign that the relationship has ended. The relationship is not there. Sometimes some people will only come to you and talk politely to you when they notice that it is time that they need a service, a favor, or some assistance, either financially or otherwise, from you. It is wrong. If we call somebody, I tell people, make me a friend before you make me your partner. Because if you make me your friend and you understand the meaning of being a partner, you will not want to hurt me in anything. So as a couple, it's necessary that we try to see that we do not bring contempt in relationships. We do not bring familiarity, because familiarity breeds contempt. When you get too used to this particular person, at times it becomes a difficult thing for you to stand your grounds and do what is right. The question now is there contempt in your relationship? Are you too familiar with your partner? Have you, is what they call in pidgin language, see finish. Meaning, I have seen you completely. After all, is she not the same person that this? Is he not this? I know him all. So I know everything about him. It's a lie. You don't. Nobody knows everything about everybody, because everybody has something peculiar in him or her that you can use to make sure you build a better life. Ladies and gentlemen, it is high times we stop looking down on the people we love, because we will regret it. I've been in a situation where people come to me, especially some ladies, said, I had a good man and I lost him. I had a good man and I lost him. Help me, I'll pay anything to get him back into my life. And sometimes, even when they get him back, now they become the slave, because the good man still sees that character and not the changed person. So try to see whatever you put above your partner, it's also contempt in a relationship. Make sure you see your partner, your best friend. Make sure you see your partner, your role model for your children or for whatsoever. And there are some wrong things that your partner may be doing. Understand how to talk to this partner. Talk softly, I insist. Talk softly. Give him the reason to understand you. Give her the reason to understand you, so that you will talk, not being harsh, not being too bossy, not being too authoritative. Don't be any of that. But make sure you talk softly and let him understand you. Let him feel you. Let him see that there is something you are communicating, and to better understand, make things work. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to take much of your time, because every day I try to give a tip of something on any topic. But when I do that, I want you to understand that you can still link up with me on my bio. You can still talk to me. You can still share. You can still try to see how to make things happen. And more of it, do everything possible to make sure you can communicate properly. You see, most of these topics that I talk to you, they are from my books. But I also try to make sure that I can communicate with you based on clients' demand. Some people come and complain, they tell us things, and when we bring this, we cancel them. We also think that it's necessary so that while you start, before you say you come to explain some things, we already know that this is where it's coming from, and it will be easy for us to give you proper solution. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. Our contacts are on your screen, and you can link us up with your bio. We counsel, we do professional counseling and psychological assessments for our clients, as well as we do corporate training for certain things. And we try to see the possibilities to make sure we meet up with your needs. Even the events management, we organize different events in your organization just to boost up your staff and to make sure you can meet up with things. Thank you once again, and remain blessed. Thank you very much.